So for 8 part 2, I'm asked to find the area bounded by the two curves and the y-axis. And if I look at it, the area bounded by the two curves and the y-axis is going to be this area in here, since it's the only area that has the y-axis and both curves as its boundaries. So, given that this is the area I'm looking at, what do I need to know? Well, I need to know the boundary points. So clearly this is going to be the origin O, because it's the y-axis. And from what we found out in part 1, this is 3 over 2. Another important thing to note is that inside this region, this graph, y equals to 8 over 2x plus 1, is the bigger of the two graphs. So we have to take the area under this curve between these 2 points, subtract away the area under this curve, which is this sort of this white space here, and that will give us what's left over, the red space. So the area, I can write that as being the integral from 0 to 3 over 2 of this curve here, 8 over 2x plus 1 dx, minus away the area under this curve between 0 and 3 over 2 of square root of 2x plus 1 dx. So what's that going to be equal to? Well, if I integrate this, again, remember our intuition, this should be a logarithm. So I should get ln of 2x plus 1, but of course a 2 would pop out, but I have a 2 here. You know, this 8 can be written as 4 times 2 if I like. So there we go. That was easy enough. And this is, of course, between 0 and 3 upon 2. And then this is takeaway. Remember, this one is actually the same thing as this to the power of a half. So I increase the power by 1, I get 2x plus 1 to the power of 3 over 2. And then I have to divide by the new power, which is 3 over 2, and divide by the derivative of the inside, which in this case is just 2. Remember, I can only divide by the derivative because it's a linear term inside. If it was quadratic and I'd end up with x's down here, I can't do it quite that simply. And of course, this is between 0 and 3 upon 2 as well. So now all I do is I have to substitute in these values. So if I substitute in 3 over 2, I get 4 ln 4. So 3 over 2 times 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Minus 4 ln, substitute in 0, I get 1. Take away this one. So this is actually just 1/3. If you simplify this, you just get a third. 3 over 2 times 2 is 3. So divided by 3 on the bottom line is all. So this would be, substitute in 3 over 2. You get 3 plus 1 is 4 to the power of, so 1/3 times 4 to the power of 3 over 2. Take away, substitute in 0. That will give you 1/3 times 1 to the power of 3 over 2. So what does that give us? Well, this is 4 ln 4. Ln 1 is 0. Then minus a third, 4 to the power of 3 over 2. That's the square root of 4 to the power of 3. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 to the power of 3 is 8. And then I get minus minus, so plus. 1 to the power of 3 over 2 is just 1, so this is just plus a third. So this is 4 ln 4 minus 7 over 3.